Hello everyone. Today we will study structure of human eye. So eye is important part of our body and this beautiful world is we can see is due to eye. If eye is not present, we cannot see this colorful world and we cannot enjoy this beautiful life. So let us see what is the structure of eye. Now we can see from outside eye like this. So in this, I will explain you different parts and then I will explain internal parts of the eye. In this, we can see this transparent layer is present on our eye and this transparent layer which is present on our eye through which light can enter is cornea. Then a colored part. So this one is the colored part of the eye, which is different in different people. Like in someone it is brown, in some it is black, gray, blue. So this colored part of our eye is iris. Inside this, we can see a black hole is there, a black circular part is there. This black part is known as pupil. So these are structures which we can observe from outside, which we can see from outside. Now we will study all these structures in detail. Now this is the internal structure of our eye. Eye appears spherical in shape. So let us start from outside. This we have seen that this appears as transparent layer, right? This is acting as window, right? And this allows light to enter into the eye. This is a transparent layer which allows light to enter into the eye. Now the colored part which I have explained you in the eye earlier, that this colored part appears like this in the eye. This is iris. Iris is the colored part of our eye. It provides different color as well as it control the size of this pupil. This pupil is just the hole which is present between iris. So this iris control the size of this pupil. So actually this pupil is that part through which light enters into the eye, inside the eye. So light enters inside the eye with the help of this pupil. So light is entering inside the eye with this pupil, through this pupil, right? Now, size of this pupil can increase or decrease depending on the intensity of light. So size of pupil increases if light is dim, less light is present. And suppose if we are standing in sunlight and bright light is present, then size of this pupil decreases because at that time less light needs to enter into the eye. Now, next to the pupil, we can see a transparent convex structure. This convex structure, which is present in our eye, is known as lens. So, this convex part, which is made up of protein, is known as lens. So, the type of lens which is present in human eye is convex lens. So, this lens help to focus the image. So, light passes through this lens and image is formed on the retina. Now, this focal length of this lens can be adjusted with the help of these muscles. These are the muscles which are holding this lens. These muscles are known as ciliary body, or we can also call them as ciliary muscles. These are ciliary muscles which can hold the convex lens as well as it help in changing the focal length of this lens. Focal length of this lens can be changed and can be adjusted because of these muscles. You know why? Because we want to see near objects also with the same lens, and we have to see far objects also with the same lens. So this is the reason focal length needs to be changed, right? And this is possible because of these ciliary muscles. Now the very important part of eye, let us see that part. This is retina. Now when light is entering into the eye, then where is image formed? Image is formed on retina, and retina actually acts as a screen on which image is formed, right? So this retina consists of sensory cells. This layer is retina. This layer is retina on which image can be formed, right? Now this retina consists of sensory cells, two types of sensory cells, rods and cones. So based on the shape of these cells, these are divided into rods and cones, right? So whatever we see in bright light and colors, these are due to cones. It is possible due to presence of cones on the retina. And we can see somewhat some little in in dark. So this is possible because of presence of rods, but more cones are present in our retina as compared to rods, and this is the reason we can see more clearly in bright light as compared to dim light. But in your in a bat's eye, more rods are present, and this is the reason bats can see in dark also. So the function of this retina, the main function of this retina, that whatever light is coming, it is converted into impulses and sent to the brain. So from here, this image is transmitted in the form of optical signals to brain. So these nerves, optic nerves, these are optic nerves. These optic nerves are connected to the brain. So the signals, optical signals are transmitted from retina to the brain through these optic nerves. Right? Now, the outermost layer, tough layer, it is not present in front, but it is present in the posterior side, and its function is to protect the eyeball. So eyeball is protected by sclera, and sclera is a tough tissue layer. choroid. Now this choroid prevent any internal reflection. It prevent internal reflection. It prevent any internal reflection on the retina. So it provide a darker layer on the screen. All right. Now, see, fluid is filled inside the interior part of the eye as well as in the posterior part of the eye. Now, this fluid which is present in the anterior part of the eye is known as aqueous humor. Aqueous humor. And the function of this aqueous humor is to prevent the front part of our eye from collapsing and to keep the cornea moist, right? And this fluid which is present in the posterior part means behind the lens, this fluid is known as vitreous humor. And function of this vitreous humor is to prevent the eyeball from collapsing, posterior part of the eyeball from collapsing, and in focusing the rays clearly. All right. So this is the overall structure of eye. I hope you like it. Thank you so much.